If someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. So today I wanted to talk about evil people because there's so many of them around these days. And in this video, we're going to look at some words from Marcus Aurelius, specifically his Meditations, which is a beautiful book for anyone. But when you're dealing with evil people, it becomes even more relevant. And he talks about a few things that are very powerful when it comes to understanding why evil people can't hurt us. So what do we mean by evil people? Well, I think we all know deep down, I think we all have this innate sense of what evil is. It's when someone does something, either to themselves or to others, that goes against their nature, that goes against their core values. It's something that we can't condone, that we can't accept, that we look upon and we shake our heads in disapproval. When we hear about it, the first thing that we feel, if we are empathetic human beings, is that we feel bad for the victim, for the other person that this evil has been done to. And then there's also a little bit of anger. There's a little bit of contempt sometimes for the person doing the evil. If it's someone close to us, it can be disbelief, it can be confusion, it can be a myriad of emotions. But usually there's this one emotion that runs through it all, and that's the emotion of hurt. The person we thought we knew did something we never imagined they would do, and therefore we're hurt, we're confused, we don't understand. Sometimes we even blame ourselves. Sometimes we even feel betrayed. And this is what Marcus Aurelius talks about here in Meditation. He says that when someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. And I want to dissect that a little bit, and I want to give you some examples of what he means. What he means is when someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. What does that mean? That means that when someone behaves in a certain way that goes against your core values, that you don't try to rationalize it, that you don't try to justify it, that you don't try to make excuses for it, but that you just cut them out of your life and you believe that that's who they are. Because what happens is, and I know this from personal experience, that you think you know someone, you think you know this person, you've had experiences with them, you've had conversations with them, you've shared meals with them, you've laughed with them, you've cried with them, you've gone through tough times with them, and then suddenly, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, this person does something so unexpected, so evil, so depraved, so immoral, so unethical, so wrong, that you just can't comprehend it. And you immediately start justifying it. Oh, well, maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe there was something in their past that caused them to become this way. Maybe they were raised in an environment where this was normal behavior. Maybe they didn't have enough love in their childhood. You start making excuses for them. You try to rationalize their behavior. You tell yourself, no, that's not who they are. That must have been a momentary lapse in judgment. This person is a good person. Deep down inside, they're actually a really good person. They would never do that. No, that wasn't them. That must have been the alcohol talking. That must have been the drugs talking. That must have been some kind of psychological problem that they have. You start making all of these excuses. You start trying to rationalize their behavior, instead of just accepting the reality that this is who they are. Marcus Aurelius says if someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. This is what he means. When someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. Don't make excuses for them. Don't try to rationalize their behavior. Just believe it. Accept it for what it is. And move on. It's very difficult to do, but it's necessary. It's very important to do because otherwise you're doing yourself an injustice. Otherwise you're being disservice to yourself. You're basically saying to yourself that you're not worthy of the truth. You're not worthy of knowing the truth about this person. You're not worthy of knowing who this person truly is. And you're also telling this person that what they're doing is okay. You're implicitly telling them that this is okay. This is okay to do to others. It's okay to treat people this way. It's okay to speak to people this way. It's okay to act this way. You're telling them that it's okay to be this way, which is why they're going to continue being this way. If you don't call out evil for what it is, then you're implicitly giving them permission to keep doing it. You're implicitly telling them that what they're doing is okay. And I want to give you an example of this. I had a conversation recently with someone that brought up a past relationship that they had with someone, and they told me how this person had treated them horribly. They had lied to them, they had cheated on them, they had used them, they had abused them. And then after all of this abuse, this person had the audacity to come back into their life and say, "Oh, I'm sorry for the past. I'm sorry for what I did to you. But can you please forgive me? And this person I was speaking with was contemplating whether or not they should forgive this person. And my response was, why? Why should you forgive them? They didn't deserve your forgiveness. They didn't deserve a second chance. They showed you who they truly are. Believe it. Believe it and cut them out of your life. Don't ever let them back in. And don't ever entertain the thought that this person could ever change. Because if you believe that this person can change, then you're implying that what they did to you is okay. It's okay to treat people this way. It's okay to use people this way. It's okay to lie to people this way. It's okay to cheat on people this way. It's okay to be this way. And therefore you're giving them permission to keep being this way. And I know this may sound harsh, but this is the truth. If you don't call out evil for what it is, then you're implicitly giving it permission to keep existing. I want to give you another example. I remember reading somewhere, I can't remember where, but I read that there was a young woman that was getting married soon. She was very excited about her wedding, and she was having lunch with her grandmother, and she was telling her grandmother how excited she was about the wedding. And the grandmother said something that really shocked her, and the grandmother said, "You know, I hope that you don't marry a narcissist." And the young girl looked at her grandmother, and she said, "What's a narcissist?" And the grandmother said, "A narcissist is someone that loves the sound of their own voice." And the girl said, "Oh, I don't think he's like that. I don't think he's a narcissist." And the grandmother said, "Well, you better hope not." The girl said, "Why?" And the grandmother said, "Because once you marry him, he'll show you. Once he shows you, believe it." And this is exactly what happens. When someone shows you who they truly are, believe it. Now let me give you a third and final example. I had a professor in graduate school, and he told us this story about one of his students. One of his students came up to him and he said, "Professor, I think I'm being bullied at work. I think my boss is bullying me." And my professor said, "What makes you think that?" And the student said, "Well, he yells at me. He screams at me. He throws things at me. He disrespects me in front of my colleagues and speaks with superiority. He doesn't respect me." And my professor said, "Well, then leave. Leave your job." And the student said, "I can't leave. I need this job." My professor said, "Then put up with it. Endure it. Believe that this is who he is. Don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to justify it. Don't try to make excuses for it. Just believe it and endure it. And if you absolutely have to stay in that situation for whatever reason, then just believe it and believe that this is who he is. Because if you don't believe it, if you don't accept it, then you're implying that this is okay. It's okay to yell at people like this. It's okay to scream at people like this. It's okay to throw things at people like this. It's okay to humiliate people like this. And therefore, you're giving him permission to keep doing it. When someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. And I think that's the best advice we can take away from this quote from Marcus Aurelius. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button. Please subscribe. And I will see you next time.